Hello, hope you're well as you tune into this. I was kind of contemplating whether or not I even was going to record anything, so I don't have any glasses on, trying to just bear with me. At the time of recording, it is February 9th, and by the time you see this, it'll probably be like late April, so hello, you are a time traveler. How does it feel? Hopefully, you didn't get ripped apart in the process. So, things have been really good for me. But at the same time, because it's been so good, I feel like it's also been really challenging because I'm not used to it being this really good. Like, I'm used to things generally being good, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm currently in overflow without saying too much. I'm currently in overflow when it comes to, like, my finances and my money. And at this momentum, it's going to probably continue being that way. And it makes me a little bit nervous. It makes me a little anxious in my body. And I've been dealing with that. I did smoke today. I purchased some marijuana earlier today, and I don't have any shame about it. I don't necessarily regret it, but I did that, and I've been trying to keep it down. You know, not too many purchases in a day. And also being mindful of what is coming in and how much is going out and all that stuff. And I don't know, sometimes we really do have to slow down and allow ourselves to not go with the flow, that's what I want to say, but go with the flow and allow things to be as they are. You know? Oh my goodness, I'm on the rocks. Because once again, I don't have glasses. Because I could easily judge myself and be like, I shouldn't even be smoking at all. I know I shouldn't be smoking. But I know that I'm going to. I know that I have the urge. I know that I'm going to, feel the urge strongly enough to, like, follow the urge. And, like, that's just the truth of it. Like, so instead of shaming myself or trying to, like, force it to not happen, I'm working around it. And I'm, like, making sure that it doesn't. Oh, I just jumped. And make sure that it doesn't ruin my life. My skin has been really Gucci lately, and I'm so thankful for that. Like, oh my gosh. I consider myself a pretty wise individual, but sometimes there's not enough wisdom or patience in the world. Well, there's patience, but there's not enough wisdom in the world. There's not enough information in the world to bypass the uncomfortable feelings that sometimes we must endure to get to where we want to be, and that's that's a big reason why a lot of people don't achieve their biggest goals and shit, because it's like it's uncomfortable. It's painful to like go through those steps for anybody, and some people just don't want to have to go through that, and that's reasonable, so. But if you are wanting success, if you are wanting change in your life, you do have to make changes. You do have to look within and make changes, And this can be very difficult when we've been taught all our lives. I'm going down this path. I don't know if this is a good path. Is this a metaphor? It's like, it's really nice out today. It's been really cold. There's still snow places, but it's starting to warm up and it's nice. I'm out. I made it out. There was a bucket in the trees, and it made me think about my hardcore drug days, like when I did meth regularly. And I had to imagine that maybe people come out here and smoke. I don't know. And I don't know. Maybe it's not necessarily a bad way to operate, but I do feel like a lot of my overly ambitious folks have a tendency of like bypassing major achievements and things to celebrate, because I used to be homeless. I used to be severely addicted to meth, and I'm not there anymore, and that's awesome. That's beautiful, and I do try to take time to appreciate that, but to some degree I'm always kind of pushing for more. I'm always kind of pushing for better, and sometimes that's not the most healthy, or at least that's how I feel about it. Sometimes it's not the most healthy. Sometimes you do have to force yourself to slow down and be like, yeah, you know what? I'm a badass. I'm a dope ass individual. I've done a lot. to be proud of. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if anybody. And I was thinking about this earlier for a video idea, like the idea of like needing other people to validate our healing, our progress. And I was thinking I was gonna make a video and I was gonna be like, if you need other people to validate your progress, you're not actually making progress. Specifically, I was thinking about that kind of in regards to, but not in relation, like it's unrelated thought, but I was thinking about it in the context of when there was a podcast episode Jeanette McCurdy did where they asked her, I think it was on Call Her Daddy, and she asked her, she was like, she basically asked her about her healing, and she was like, you know, like, I would be lying if I said that the success of this didn't help to make it better. You know, like, I don't know if I would be as healed if I didn't get the numbers that I got from this book about my dead mother, you know. And once again, in relation to that, but not directly in relation to that, because that's not what sparked the thought. But once again, if you need other people to validate what you've been through or what you're experiencing, that's not true healing. That's like ego stroking, you know what I mean? Because the only one who can truly validate your experience is you. Like, sure, other people can mimic that or reflect that, but at the end of the day, you have to, even if somebody were to say words to you that were validating, you would have to be open to it to receive it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know, maybe this doesn't sound like an example, but an example is like, so many times when I like give people compliments or give people positive affirmation, like if they're not open to it and I also happen to say something that could be interpreted negatively, it'll be like a thing, you know, and it's like, did you not receive the positive parts that I said? You know, so once again, we do have to kind of be open to receiving in that regard. But by the time this gets posted, hopefully I'll be able to have my car. I don't know. I'll be at least a little bit closer. I'm so excited to be able to have my own car. Like, I've never had a car. This is a very new experience for me. And it's been an uphill battle. It's been a huge battle. And once again, like I said before, I think I've been doing really good about money. So it just feels weird, like, feels off because I'm not used to having so much extra money, you know, at any given point. And I was thinking before I started recording this, like, past versions of me and like how I handled situations like this before when I had extra money. And once again, I think I'm doing really good. I'm putting money into investments and like stuff like that. So I think I'm doing really, really groovy. Just trying to, because I'm also very empathic, and that's also kind of what it is. Like, I pick up on a lot of energies, whether or not I want to. And I've learned to do better about that, to not let it affect me. But it is a thing, you know what I mean? And the environment that I'm living in is not very good for somebody who's very sensitive. Also, hold on. You know those little spiked thingies that you find on the ground? I thought there was one on me, so I was like making sure that I didn't. You know, those things are terrible. One thing about it, if you're watching these videos for some sort of inspiration, some sort of motivation, you can watch these videos all day, all night, but like at the end of the day, you have to apply it to your life. And that's the kind of disheartening thing, I think, for a lot of people, like the fact that they have to do it themselves. It's like, I can't just live through somebody else. I can't like have somebody else do it for me or come, like, in theory you could manifest somebody to come help you, but once again, you would still have to be open to receiving that energy regardless, you know, because so many times we ask for things, we desire things, but it's like, are you really ready for that? Can you maintain that? Can you do that? If you were to receive $1 million right now, would you know how to handle that appropriately? Or would you fumble it? You know what I mean? So, I don't know, just things to ponder, things to think about, I guess, if it resonates. If it doesn't, whatever, but thanks for watching. If whoever's watching, hope you have a nice rest of your day. Hope you know whatever you're going through is temporary. Miracles happen all the time if you truly believe and align yourself with them. And yeah, stay groovy, stay prayed up, take care of yourself. Bye.